I'm at
You're in Orange County?
yeah, I'm at the studio. I got some photo stuff to do tomorrow for the album artwork, and we're gonna do some of it here. Just uh, trying to get a really good close up of one of my old gold tops. So for that, it's a gatefold, and I
Uh-huh.
want this to be like the thing you open up and see a close up of just gold. I like gold.
Very cool. Yeah, you do, huh?
Yeah,
Have you liked gold all your life, or is that something you picked up as an adult?
I think it's something I picked up as an adult. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's weird how when we're kids.
I really got
Go ahead.
into like gem tones, for colors. If I'm
Hmm.
doing whenever I'm doing t-shirt designs now, or I'm gravitating more to gem tones than primaries.
Gotcha.
Yeah, just a
Yeah.
little richer.
Yeah. Well, is that like Social D and Mike Ness growing up?
Yes,
Did you
yes.
ever think you would grow up?
Um, yeah, I did. I mean, in my early teens, I definitely did. In my later teens, I was just like, not really sure. I'm gonna be here in 20 years.
I think when we're young kids, 35 is old, right? And then
Yeah,
you get to
yeah.
35 and it's
You're
not.
right. Yeah. I'd
Not.
do anything to
Well,
be I'd do anything to be back at 35 again now.
wasn't that the great age? What's your favorite age? Because that's mine. 35 is like my favorite.
I would I still wasn't very mature yet. So arrested development. Um
Yeah.
so I don't know. I think I kind of like where I'm at right now, honestly. I I feel comfortable in my skin. I know who I am. I don't really care what people think anymore. And I don't know. But it's not ego. You know, in my 30s, it was all ego.
Mhm.
And now it's just like more self esteem. Like I can look at my accomplishments and be proud of them, but it's not in an egotistical way.
I love that. That's awesome. Let me do the business. Social D,
Okay,
Punk Rock Bowling, May
that's
24th
right.
to the 26th. You're headlining. Look, you come to Vegas a lot and it sells out, and we love you every time. Um, so super stoked about you headlining Punk Rock Bowling. I think this is your first one, right?
It's my
For Punk
first
Rock?
time. The first time.
Yeah.
I've never even been. So I don't
You-
even know what I'm walking into. But
Oh, you're walking into a fun event, man.
I'm
It's three
sure.
days, just good shit. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you plan on bowling? You're gonna you're
Um,
gonna look into the bowling
I
part?
do. Well, I didn't really know if that was really part of it or if it was just. I didn't know if it started out as that, but then became big, and then that's no longer a part of it. Or I I might need you to walk me through this. Yeah.
Yes, I do believe there's some bowling going on
Okay.
somewhere. And
I,
yeah, it did start out that way, and I do believe that's still going on. So I'll get you info on that on the
okay.
backside,
Yeah,
so you
because
can look into it. You're a
because
bowler?
uh, I never was till I was a grown man, adult, like the last 5 years maybe. But I enjoy it. I don't really
Yeah,
know. I don't really know if what I'm doing is right, but I understand the objective of the game, and I
mhm.
enjoy it. Yeah,
Yeah. That's it is fun, and
yeah.
it's a fun sport because it doesn't really
I
matter if
like
you're good.
I
Yeah,
like
just
that
have
they're
fun.
keeping something like that alive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they really are.
a lot of things are dying. So, yeah.
What do you we love you. So what do you love about Vegas? Is there something in particular that you love coming back to this city for besides obviously great shows and fans coming at you?
Um. Well, I mean, I like to gamble once in a while. And So I like that aspect. I love being in the desert, because it's a nice change. Um, I like to go hit all the junk stores on the outside of town and find cool finds and treasures. And yeah, I like its history. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool city. So with the treasures that you find, what's the coolest like so you like to hit antique type stores and junk
Yeah,
stores and
junk
things like
stores
that?
and antique stores. And yeah, you know, I like to. I like to go out during the day and find one of the coolest things in the city and extract it. Yeah,
That's a cool hobby, man.
it's
That's a great
fun.
hobby.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's speaking of, you must have a ton of guitars, like a nice collection,
I do.
correct?
Yes, I
You
do.
do.
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite guitar? Which one?
Well, you know, I just loaned the Punk Rock Museum my 376s that I've been playing for the last 35 years. Um, because I got over my fear of bringing my 69s and 68s on the road. I was always afraid. But through the years, now I have 50s Les Pauls, and now those are the ones that stay here. And now I'm bringing the 60s on the road, which I think have a better tone. They're just made in a better period of Gibson. And, you know, uh, so right now it's a 69 with 50s pickups on in it and a 1968 gold top as well. Those two are kind of like my go-tos right now, and I'll be playing them at the festival.
Did
And
you
these,
write any songs with those?
I recorded the whole album with these. Yes,
Okay. The
yeah,
new one.
yeah,
And when is the new one coming out? When is that? I know you're working on the press for it.
yeah. I mean, we literally are just finishing it. Like I'm just waiting on two mixes to come in and this record's done. And then, but then it's now like tomorrow I'm doing a shoot here for the album, and the album takes months, and then, there's just, I would say, realistically, spring of 25. It won't be
Okay.
any later than that, but
Do you have a name for it?
I do. I don't know if I
What's it
can give it,
called?
I don't know if I can give it up
Oh,
yet.
was it a super secret?
Yeah, I can't, I don't think I can give it up yet.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
Yeah, I think
No
it will
problem.
be the first single though. So that will give
Okay.
it, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Um, I real quick, I want to tell you that if I ever write a book, it's going to be called, and I've been telling people this for years.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be called "Stuck in a Truck with Mike Ness."
Oh, nice.
And that's going to be the story of my career and all the people I've come across. Because you and I got stuck in a truck together in Fresno, California, in like 1996. I don't expect you to remember that at all. But we were in a truck stuck in a storm for like
Really?
an hour, yeah, outside the like
Whoa.
Wilson Theater or something like that. So I've always said I'm going to name my book "Stuck in a Truck with Mike Ness,"
So it
because
was like a lightning storm or something, or
yeah, it was a bad storm, and we
uh,
were just we were just stuck,
was it
and
after the show?
it was no before the show. It
Whoa.
was before the show. Yeah, it was
Oh,
like 4 o'clock in the
that's Sony.
afternoon or something. It was crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah. But anyways, that's always been like, yeah, I was stuck in a truck with Mike Ness because, hey, man, I mean, bottom line is you are iconic. You are iconic. You, for me, you've been part of my history. In high school, we used to go to a house called Bellhaven in Claremont. I don't know if you remember that either, but Claremont, California. And it was a big punk rock house. And I know that you were there often, or were, because of a couple friends of mine that used to hang with. But so you've been a part of my life since I can remember. So
Wow.
it's like I'm like I gotta make the book's got to have his name on it.
Yeah, that's
Um,
that.
I know you wrote a book as well recently, and in it you said that you wanted to talk about what tools what fucked up tools your parents gave you. What fucked up tool did you manage and master for the positive that your parents handed down to you?
Uh, I don't know. I don't know that they gave me any tools,
Mhm.
but
Okay.
I do know that they're both two stubborn motherfuckers. And being stubborn was, I I mean, that's one way of looking at it, but also brutal determination. Because, when I started this band, uh, as you know, society's reaction was very volatile towards us. They didn't want their scene to change, and we were change. And it was a threat. It was a threat to men's masculinity. It was a threat to both men and women's institution. I mean, we were taking away Stairway to Heaven, you know, and we were
Right.
replacing it with, I want to be sedated, or God Save the Queen, and or White Riot, and they just weren't ready for it. And
But
so, I mean, obviously, it was 99% of society telling you you couldn't do this. And I don't know about you, but I'm the type of person, if you tell me that I can't do something, not only am I going to succeed at it, but I'm going to smile at you afterwards, and rub it in your face.
with the middle finger in the air, of course.
Yeah. So both my parents were rebellious, when they were young. I obviously got that. So, and my dad played guitar. I got that from him, but it wasn't too many tools handed down. No, I had to figure out a lot on my own.
What do you do to center yourself mental health wise, especially when you're on the road?
Um, when I was about three-quarters of the way through my cancer treatments, I started meditating, and it's something I had done, and I've been in AA and NA for this. I think this year's 40 years. Uh, which introduced me to spirituality and a whole concept of a higher power, and how you know control is an illusion, and all that stuff. So it was nice to go back to this meditation and have it become a habit again. And I haven't stopped. It's still part of my morning 30 minutes of guided meditation and breathing that just kind of starts my day out. A lot of times I focus on gratitude or I focus on positivity, but it just, the breathing brings my heart rate down. It try to let go of any anger or frustration or fears I might be having, and replace it with just being open to receive, good things. I would say that
This
is that, and just going out and being in nature. I mean, those are the two things that really help keep me balanced.
If you could say something to Mike in 1985, the kid that was full of piss and vinegar today, what would you say to him?
I say, listen, you little asshole. No, uh, that's funny because sometimes I have to visualize in my meditations like a younger self, or the inner child or something like that. Um, I think I would just embrace him, and try and make him feel good, because I didn't get a whole lot of that.
Bruce Springsteen was something that a guy you got to work with, which was a pretty cool situation there. That was pretty sweet. Do you have a bucket list of an artist that you would like to work with that you haven't been able to?
Well, definitely. I mean, I would have loved. I am, even though he's gone now, a huge Tom Petty fan. I was a huge Bowie fan. There's, you know, one of my dream gigs would have just been fun to just play rhythm guitar for the Ramones on a tour and just sit there, and not have to sing and not have to be the front guy, but just be on the right side of the stage playing rhythm guitar and chewing bubble gum and just, you know, make funny faces, but as far as people who are still alive, I mean, there's a lot of country artists I respect. Um, I mean, of course, I would love to do anything with the Stones, but that's just too far out of reach.
Or is there a country artist that you're digging right now? Like a current, like somebody who are you listening to a lot to right now?
I'm just listening to Social D right now, the new record. I'm just, I'm so into it. Uh, but I mean, believe it or not, I like Miley Cyrus. I think she's really a powerhouse singer. Um, I like a little bit of Alison Krauss. Um, there's a handful of guys that I can never remember their names, but you really have to, if you're looking for country music, geez, you really got to get off the radio, because it's just such a formula now. It's
Right.
all these male vocalists sound the same, and you really have to. I mean, I found that outlaw country is a good source. As a matter of fact, when I was one of the first people to have a Tesla. Now I would not even own one because of the connotation, but
Right.
when I leased one for 3 years, and I had free, Sirius, and I found two artists from Nashville that should be major stars, and I brought them on the road to open up for Social D, and I just would have never have found them had I not been listening to that. So it's a great outlaw country is a great source for discovering new artists.
Who are those bands?
One guy was Will Hogue,
Mm-hmm.
and the other guy was Aaron Tazjian.
God, I think I've heard of Aaron.
Yeah, that guy's insane on stage. Yeah, but both of them just like so talented, and I mean they should be huge stars.
What are you good at that's non-music? Can you cook? What are you good at?
Um, my wife can cook. I've become her sous chef, and I enjoy
Okay.
it. Yeah, I enjoy it. It's it's very. I've become a pretty proficient boxer. After 15 years of training, and I really love the workout and how I feel after training. Um, what else? I love graphic arts. I it's the only thing that kept me in high school as long as it did was photo silk screening, and so I love working with the merch team and my graphic artist and designing shirts and jackets and website. We're working on a new website right now, and just visuals. I just um, I'm really into that. Yeah,
And what do you suck at?
basketball.
You suck at you can't
Uh,
shoot.
yeah. Basketball and soccer. Just like no no ball handling skill whatsoever. My kids are into soccer, and it looks so fun It's like, how did I never learn how to do this? Yeah.
That's funny. Well, Mike, it's been a pleasure, man. Thank you so much. Social D, Punk Rock Bowling, headlining May 24th through the 26th. We can't wait to see you, man. Vegas loves you, as I said before, and we're looking forward. And I'll get you the bowling info. Okay.
Well, we love Vegas. We've been coming to Vegas long before there were any clubs or anything that would have this type of music being played there. Back then, we used to have to, as you know, play
Mhm.
warehouses or someone's
The
house or
double down.
some yeah or some veterans hall or something that someone rented out for the night.
Yeah.
It's great to have a place we can always go to and get such a warm welcome. Yeah, we're pumped.
Yeah, we're pumped too, man. Thank you so much for your time, Mike. Really appreciate
Okay.
it. And I'll let you know when I get my book out called Stuck in the Truck
Yes.
with Mike
Stuck
Ness.
in a truck. I love it. All
All right,
right.
love.
Thank
You have
you.
a great day. Bye,
You too.
sweetie.
Bye bye.